Hey DIY babes, it's time to tap in. Today's video is in collaboration with Eayon hair, and I'm using their 20-inch double drawn loose wave braiding hair. So this hair was really soft, it had bounce to it, and today I'll be using 3 packs in total to do these large boho braids. First, we gotta part our hair. So I'm using my lock and gel and I'm parting out 4 sections in total. This is gonna be my jumbo size, and I'm making sure that my parts are even, and as I go up towards the top of my head, my parts are gonna be in a U-shaped pattern. That way it can frame my face and make sure that everything is aligned properly. Okay, so this is actually the biggest size that I've done yet. Usually I prefer smaller braids, like small or medium or even medium, but y'all, I just did not have the patience this time, okay? I needed something quick that I can finish within the day, and these only took 1 day. Usually I'll split up my braiding sessions into a couple of days so that I'm not super overwhelmed and yada yada, but today I needed it done quick and fast. So these did take about 5 to 6 hours, which was perfect because I was able to finish and then go finish out the rest of my day. If you look closely, you can see that I have gray hair. Listen, I don't know, I was trying to be a little different, but it came out super cute. But I don't know why I added in that gray hair. I just wanted kind of like a highlight. So I did. And I'm adding in about 5 pieces of Eayon hair and then like 2 to 3 pieces at the bottom of the braid so that it ends in a curl. But a rule of thumb for me is that I add about 5 pieces per braid. If you want your curls to be a lot more fuller and you want more curls and braids, go ahead and add more pieces of braiding hair. But if you want more braids than curls, I would say add about like 3 to 4. But because these braids are kind of big, I was aiming to add as much hair as I could, but remember I only had 3 bundles as well. So I kind of had to pace myself to make sure that I didn't use too much hair in the beginning. So that's that. And also guys, my hair is getting longer. I'm super excited because I'm at that awkward phase right now with my hair to where I don't know, I liked when it was short because it was giving like a short cut, but now it's kind of like a little longer than short, but not long enough to do like mini twists. Like, I don't know what to do. But for now, these braids are perfect and worth it. For my ends, I went ahead and added those extra pieces of boho or curly hair, and then I used a small drop of super glue at the ends. Now this holds everything in place to make sure that nothing's unraveling or falling out. So here's what we have. I'm halfway done, and I'm making sure to brick layer my parts as well, as always, to make sure that my style isn't too scalpy and that the boxes line up with each other good and that it just doesn't look too scalpy, right? Okay, so if you're new here, we're gonna do a little walkthrough tutorial of how I braid my hair. I'm starting off in 3 pieces and I'm rotating my pieces around to that first rotation, and that is where I add in my hair in between my pinched fingers right there. Then I line up my natural hair with the braiding hair and then continue to braid. So the position that my hands are in right now, they're directly behind my head. So if you guys wanted to pull up this video and do your own hair, you can follow it exactly how I'm going. It's not mirrored, and I add in about 4-ish pieces of braiding hair. Now I also don't really count how many pieces I'm adding. I just go based off of the size of the braids around it, just so that my mind isn't, you know, doing so many things at once. I just go until the braid is big enough. And after I braid down a couple rotations and I'm able to flip my hand positioning and swing the braid around to the front kind of, then I go in and add the boho pieces. So you can see I'm just making sure that the base is firm and everything is good and in place. And then I'm flipping my hands around. And here is where I add in the braiding hair when I'm able to better tell what's going on, kind of. If I were to add the braiding hair toward the top too early, I feel like I start to get confused as to how to braid. So I just braid down a little bit, then add in the boho. For the ones in the front though, I added that boho piece all the way to the top, but it's a lot easier to see the front of your head versus in the back middle. So I've been leaving my braids in for about a week, y'all. And you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, a week? Like, why would you do that? That's such a short amount of time, right? I know, but I'm trying to make sure that I'm washing my hair thoroughly and just trying not to damage my hair as much as possible. But the perk about doing your own hair is that you get to do it whenever you want. So there's no money wasted. You don't feel any kind of guilt if you want to take it out. It's kind of just like, okay, well, if I take it out, I just got to do it again. So if you're somebody who isn't really into DIYing their hair yet, I totally recommend, and this is coming from a braider herself, okay? I am a braider and I charge kind of a hefty price tag to do braids, depending on the style and the size, of course. But I always recommend and push for people to learn how to do it themselves because it's such a good skill to have. And of course, you can check out all my other DIY videos on my channel because that's why I'm here, y'all. And I'm also going through with my blow dryer brush. I kind of wanted to fluff up the curls because they started to stick together a bit. And here is the final product, y'all. I think that this style came out so cute, especially for the time frame that it took. Again, it took like 5 or 6 hours and it lasted for the perfect amount of time, like a week, and it still could have kept going. I probably could have kept these in for about 3 weeks and it did what it needed to do. Okay, so if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, let's tap in, y'all. Okay, we are on the road to 300K. Okay, 300K DIY braiding babes. I cannot wait. And if you want to check out any of my other tutorials, of course you can check them out in the playlist in the card. And don't forget to check out Eayon Hair to try out their double drawn loose wave braiding hair. It'll be linked down below.